Hello guys, welcome back. Ohayo gozaimasu. Herzlich willkommen. So guys, update here on a very interesting short squeeze stock. This ticker is called NVAX Novavax. Yeah, this ticker here became very popular because Bill Gates is still in, also has been or is still invested here, and we had here massive short squeezes already a couple of times in the last years. The latest one here during the Corona pandemic shakeout. This ticker here went from in the $3.50 range to $330. This is the volatility range, and we can see that this ticker here is trending to do that over and over again. We have here huge volatility spikes in between, and also on the flip side here huge gaps. So I will give you here my prediction based on the chart. I already predicted here one Novavax short squeeze last year in 2024, and yeah, I tried to do that this year again. Everything what I say here, guys, is of course not financial advice, but this is here one of my missions to educate you in trading and in best case predict short squeezes. I'm doing that since here almost 2 years now here on YouTube and Patreon. Just this month, guys, in February, we had already here a couple of short squeezes after my predictions between 150 and 800%. And just on Monday here, one of my hot stocks also squeezed 109%. So I release here every week short squeeze content, guys, on Patreon, where I try to predict short squeezes, and we had here already a couple of them also in February. Before we start here with Novavax, guys, if you want to see these short squeeze stocks, my personal finest selection, then you can join here our Patreon. The full package membership is the way to go, where every day a lot of members here joining in. You get a lot of content here, like my hot stocks, the trading alerts, but also tutorials, my member FAQs, weekly top 5 US short squeeze stocks, and so on. So if you want to get access to this content, guys, you can click here the info card in the corner, then you get access to the Patreon member link. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or advanced trader, everybody is welcome, guys. We're growing here every day. Yo guys, when you see a chart like that, and we talk here about price ranges between $3.50 and $330, how to trade a stock like that. In my opinion, not financial advice, but also based on my experience as a trader, this is everything based on algos. Yes, it's good when big whales buying a stock and start to pushing that up, but we have some price levels here which act like a squeeze trigger or a resistance. When we just use here now TradingView and just check the cursor here, you can see $85, for example, was a very strong support, and then it became a resistance. And when you see that the stock is start to gapping up here, building these kind of gaps here, these big holes in the chart, then you can see that this is a price level where the algos start to switch in favor for a short squeeze or in favor for the bears. So now I show you here all the price levels for Novavax, because we're trading now here at $7.17. And when we compare that here, as I said, I already predicted here the first short squeeze back in 2024. That was this price move here, and Novavax squeezed I think it was around 700% when I remember right. I think in the 4 hours chart it was a little bit higher than here, 580% in the daily chart, and when we switch to the 4 hours chart, then it was even a little bit higher. You can see that Novavax was already trading here at $27, and the only question is 670%, guys. The only question is, can we continue to squeeze or not? And I try to answer that here by using here my chart technique. So then let's check the chart, guys. I didn't change the chart, so if you already know my previous videos, then you should be familiar here with this layout. I just simplified it a little bit. I deleted some lines and start to write here some information for you that makes it for you more smooth to see this video and understand the chart, guys. So this is where we are. So the very interesting situation which we had, and that was the reason why I could predict here a short squeeze, or there is never a guarantee, of course, but I was very sure that we will see a short squeeze here. We traded here in this trend channel pattern, and especially here this price level zone, guys, here $3.50 to $3.90. This price range here is very likely to squeeze for Novavax here when we go back here in the year 2019-20. That was the same here, guys. We had just 2 touch points here below $3.90 before we had massive technical reactions, and then that was the beginning here of this absolute incredible squeeze back to $330. So guys, and now we're trading here at $7.17. So is it smart to buy right now? As I said, this is your decision, make your own due diligence, but I show you what the chart is telling us here. And we can see that since we squeezed here over $27 in the 4 hours chart with a daily candle, we closed here at $23. We had here a huge sell-off and now we're coming down. So don't forget that after this big squeeze here, we already lost 70%, which is a very good accumulation. What you have to understand for Novavax, this is also a highly shorted stock. So a lot of short sellers are behind this company here. The official reported short interest of the float is 25%, which is very high, which means a lot of companies try to kill the stock or at least try to bring the price down. They don't agree with the actual price, but when you have a high short interest, of course, there is a lot of potential that short sellers start to cover some of those positions, which can cause an algo squeeze, and that can, of course, lead into a short squeeze. And this is exactly the situation which we have here for Novavax. So in numbers, what does that mean? The actual float is here around 135 million shares. That's okay. It's not too high, not too low. And 34 million shares of this float are shorted officially, guys. Yeah, we don't talk here about naked shorts. We cannot prove them, but of course we know that the market makers can use them and have to settle them later. So why do I make an update video right now? Because we are here in a very spicy price level. We have this green algo liquidity zone where usually a support is waiting. And what I like with this chart picture here, you can see that the market makers create these kind of shakeouts. Then you have a small pump, shakeout, small pump that happens over and over again until there is a point where a lot of buyers are waiting, or the algos are waiting to cover their positions or to buy even more shares. So where is this price range, guys? The first price range for Novavax is exactly here, between $8.44 and $7. That's why I make this video here right now. We had already here one shakeout attempt to $6.80, and the reaction has been that Novavax squeezed about 69%, which is good. This is not, of course, an incredible squeeze, but we squeezed 69%. We know that here at the bottom of this liquidity zone, still the algos are waiting. So what we have right now is that we have this accumulation trend channel pattern here, when you just concentrate on this pattern here, and you can see that we have an attempt to squeeze, boom, sell-off reaction, attempt to squeeze, sell-off reaction, but not in the same way like this. Here was the first squeeze attempt. Focus here on the yellow line, guys, and you can see we tried to squeeze, sell-off, tried to squeeze, sell-off. Now we don't see that kind of technical reaction anymore. We just, you see, we try here to break out once. We have a lot of attempts, or at least we come very close here to this range to break out. That means that the selling pressure is not that violent anymore, and that means we have a better chance here to break out and start to squeeze, guys. Yeah, by the way, what you see here, the program and also all the price levels here, is everything based on TradingView. This is the name of this program here. I use that for all my videos and all my own trades since many years, guys, and I highly recommend that. If you want to learn trading, please watch my content here, guys. I try my best here, I give my best to help you understanding how the algos work, and that this is not made by human decisions or human beings, these kind of price actions here. And second, guys, if you want to also spot the algos here by yourself, get yourself TradingView, guys. It's very important. I can give you here a discount link, $15 discount link on the premium tier for TradingView. If you also click here the info card in the corner, you get access to the special TradingView discount link. So guys, so when we go back here for Novavax, then we know that this is here the resistance line. So based on the today's price, we would talk here about $8.50. The thing is that this line now comes here back to this liquidity zone where the buyers are waiting. And as I said, the violence here is going lower and lower and lower, how the algos start to sell off here. That's why, guys, I think we are very close here to see a potential breakout for Novavax. And then we have just $9.70, $9.71, which is here the bullish reversal confirmation trigger. So when Novavax squeeze over $9.71, I think we see a squeeze here back in the $16 range or even higher. We have a lot of potential here to see a massive short squeeze. There should be earnings tomorrow, or at least here based on TradingView, but that doesn't matter, guys. I don't care what they say, what they announce. The only thing what would be really bad is when they start to dilute the stock, guys. That is a different story. Then we have to check the chart again. But for now, that looks for me that here in the $6.80, 90 range here, $7, that we have a strong support. And latest here at $5.64, I expect a technical reaction for Novavax, guys. So that means the potential loss, yeah, this is not financial advice. I set already here my buy alerts, but there is a potential downside of 20% before something happens, but it can happen now at any day. Also, when we gapped up here with this price action here, we had a small open gap here back in November 2024. This gap has been filled right now just yesterday with the yesterday's price action candle, or one day before here on Monday, and so we can delete this orange line here. This open gap has been filled, and that's why I think, guys, technically we are here in a very good situation, to see a potential algo squeeze for Novavax, which could lead into a short squeeze. And then, as I said, guys, yeah, $9.70 is the make it or break it price level. When we come over this price level of volume, we have a lot of upside potential here, and a very high squeeze is possible, guys. This is my opinion based on the chart. If you don't want to miss any updates on Novavax, guys, or my other short squeeze plays, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your support, and see you in the next one. Arigato gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute. Viel Erfolg mit Novavax und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.